This is Z1035 and What's Up in Smith County. I'm Blake Frazier. I've got Charlie Clark with me, chairman of the Smith County Board of Supervisors. We're answering your questions that you ask on our website, z103musicfund.com, about decisions and votes that our Board of Supervisors are making concerning our county's courthouse, parking garage, and other matters that you've asked. Our next question: has the county considered involving citizens with significant experience in dealing with the high-dollar contracts to be consultants/advisors with applicable and relative knowledge in how to avoid large cost overruns?
That is a good question, and I would like to say that we have followed procurement laws. The state have very stringent procurement laws that we have to follow, I personally do encourage any businesses that can and to be a part of the bidding processes. And we do have professionals in the county that can do some of this work. I don't know, maybe not all, but I think that I personally try to involve as many local people in this, and I hope as we move forward that we can encourage people to use the county materials and the county labor force in building these things.
Our next person, Mr. Clark, has several questions, and I will ask them, and I'll just let you go down your list with answers. Can the state directly order the county treasurer to send a tax levy to each property owner, and by what statute is this done? Also, several years ago, the county made an offer to the judges to do courthouse improvements. The judges turned this offer down. I would like to read the documents in this exchange. Where can I find them? As this is a matter in litigation, why is there no trial by jury? Should not the county be able to face their accusers in court in public? Many agree the courthouse needs improvements. If the county is to pay for improvements, should not the county determine when and how the work will be done? Why would the county lose any grants by voting no on a $25 million bond issue? Would they get grants if they voted yes on a $10 million bond issue? And lastly, most problems can be solved where both sides win, or where a solution that is beneficial to both sides is the outcome. What is preventing such a solution in this issue?
That's several questions, and I'll try to start at the top. There is somewhere in the code that if the County Board of Supervisors refuses to build this courthouse, that the state can build it and levy taxes on the citizens. And I'm not sure how that process would work. I really don't want to find out how that process works. The code that the state is using, or I will say the state Supreme Court, is 15.2-1643. It's deep inside a lot of code books and a lot of words, and but it is a very specific code book. This might be, as question number 3 says, as this matter, we are in litigation, and to a novice legal person, the court is seeking a mandamus from the county. A mandamus, my understanding, forces you to do something. It's not a trial by jury. The Supreme Court has appointed a judge from another part of the state, Judge Daugherty, to oversee this mandamus. So far, the Supreme Court appointed Judge Daugherty, and he has written one order to order us. We have spent the last couple of years negotiating this order, so I mean, it takes time. That's where a lot of the confusion is coming from. Being in litigation, we can't go out here and say everything we know and quite honestly, most of the things are, to this day, are not nailed down to know exactly how it's going to work. What we have now, the county has a proposal, and that's where we've started. I think this is maybe the 8th or 10th proposal that we've had. It's a long process, kind of like the health care. It's not very pretty, but it's part of a process, and so that's where we are at this point. On the grant issue, the only grant, I have not found any grants for a courthouse. We have some grants for our towers and our radio system. We have some grants for our radio system that I'll go into here in a minute. There has been some through the federal home loan, there has been some possible loans and low interest loans that we might not, being that it's drug out, we might not be able to get. We're not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see what's available. And other than that, I don't know what is referring to the $10 million bond. I don't have any recollection of any $10 million bond issue that we've done since I've been on the board. But the only grants are some grants we got for the radio system.
Our next question says, thank you, Mr. Clark, for answering these questions on the radio. My question has to do with the money we are borrowing. How much of it goes towards refurbishing or rebuilding a school or schools? Our judges make at least 3 times a teacher's salary. Our judges know exactly the dangerous element that enter our courthouse. We hear more of school shootings and school violence. If none of this money is for a safer school, then the appearance is that we are taking better care of our convicts than our children, our future. I look forward to hearing your answer.
No, none of this money goes for any schools. The school board, I understand, are in deliberation about a school, but that is not a Board of Supervisor decision. The Board of Supervisor says yes or no to borrowing the money, and that is all the authority that the Board of Supervisor has on any school building.
We're talking to Charlie Clark, Smith County Board of Supervisor Chairman, answering your questions today on Z1035's What's Up. When we come back, we're talking about parking structures, and we're doing that next on Z1035.